Our player tip of the podcast is
Don't be a dick.
And you can avoid dickitude by following this player tip.
What the fuck?
Smite me one more time. Everyone knows that the Paladin Smite is one of the highest damage dealing features there is. While it is limited by spell slots, it's still extremely potent, allowing a burst of damage in a short amount of time. But I have noticed that some players still don't fully utilize one aspect of the feature. Specifically, the only limit is spell slots, which means you can use it more than one time in a round. Yep. Yes, so long as the attack and hit a target. So while extra attack makes the most sense, it can also be used during opportunity attacks, something I see much less of. Now, triggering opportunity attacks can be a bit tricky. That is, unless we take a feature like Sentinel Feat that allows us to use our reactions to make attacks against a creature that attacks allies within 5 feet of us. That means at 5th level, with extra attack, we might be able to do 3 different smites in a single round. That's a lot. But tossing Polearm Master on top of it, if we do that now, we potentially have 4 attacks, which means 4 smites.
Yeah.
In a single round. Once again, assuming you have the spell slots available. Now, go forth and smite the hell out of that big bad enemy guy. Now, I wanted to toss the math in this. So, the math with the Polearm Master, the Sentinel Feat, and a Paladin, you do 1d10 plus 3 plus 2d8 plus 1d10 plus 3 plus 2d8 plus 1d4 plus 3 plus 2d8 plus 1d10 plus 3 plus 2d8 equal a minimum of 24 and a max of 110. You're welcome.
You're the reason why DMs have gray hair.
Yeah. No, don't get me wrong. This is a great tip. But I'm also not going to lie, too. I actually looked at this briefly and went, heh, rookie numbers.
Sorry, you can do better.
Look at the Paladin alone.
I don't know. The whole point of this was to focus that I've never noticed that the Paladin can smite on opportunity attacks on other people's turns.
Yep.
Like, that blew my mind. But that's what happens when you read through things closer.
Because I built a character once, I actually did a similar train of thought, but the route I went was I actually went with a dual weapon fighting instead, and multi-classing the fighter.
Okay.
So basically, the entire train of thought behind the character was F this one guy.
can't. Once we get to the boss, he's wrecked. As long as I got my spell slots.
Did you just hit and smite that guy 5 times? Yes, I did.
He's dead. So
exactly.
Overall, this is a really good thing to just keep in mind as a paladin, especially for those of you that like to play the protective paladin. And somebody that's defending people versus just being offensive, because it works really well as a defensive build, I think.
Paladins, you get spells, but ultimately it's just smite fuel.
Yep. So there are players who be like, "Can you heal me?" I'm all out of heals, but I've got smites to plenty.
Oh yes. Oh, you need to be healed? Go talk to the bard or the cleric.
Right.
So smite me one more time. That is a play off Britney Spears.
Yes, of course it is.
It's great because that just made number 2 under the number 1 list of Whip and Nene.
I forgot about the Whip and Nene. Oh, that was a great.
So did I until just now.
I will never
watch
forget
me whip and watch me Nene.
Smite.
I've been smoting. All right. So that'll do it for our player tip of the podcast.
Don't be a dick.
And smite me one more time.
God damn it.
And then whip and watch me.
Ah!
Don't make me
I
smite
came back
you.
for this.